Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020 at gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, bringing you the latest and trending topics. And I vlog my life from time to time. Before we get into today's content, I need everybody to hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, leave comments, share my content on your different social media platforms. And I just appreciate, I shout out to all my new subs. I appreciate all of you thus far for supporting. As you all know, if you haven't seen my previous videos, I'm in the process of transitioning and moving and things like that. So we getting down to the bare minimums here. I'm packing everything up or whatever. But I just wanted to jump on here and do my due diligence because although I'm moving, I want to sustain the content on my YouTube channel. And I have some updates for you guys. So make sure you're sharing this live so that more people can come into the room. All right. I appreciate everyone joining me right now. All right. So up first, I want to get into last night. We got into the back and forth between Chrisean Rock and Blueface. He's basically like mistreating her, doesn't want the baby, expressing that he doesn't want her. He's been saying this all along. She's just delusional. She doesn't want to believe what comes out of his mouth for whatever reason. She thinks this is ordained, ordered by God, whatever. Ugh, I can't stand when people use their ignorance. Well, they're ignorant and then they use God as an excuse. It's ridiculous. Now, mind you, my stance on Jay and Alexis as well. I just think she's very foolish. I get that her and Blue have kids together, but she needs to establish a lot more boundaries. Like she just let him run amok and come and go as he please. That's not cool either, you know. But she wanted to respond because let me tell you something. When Chrisean and him first started getting involved and he was going back and forth between her and his baby mother and stuff like that, Chrisean was out in these streets talking about she's stupid for having a baby with a dude that don't want a baby with her. She was adamant about it. And look at karma. Look at the position you in. Don't forget how you get him. That's how you gonna lose him. He been for the streets. He gonna stay in the streets. He don't care about nobody, not even himself. Well, here's Jaden's response.
And like the victim shit got to stop. Like it really do. I'm sorry, it really do. Like when I was pregnant, it was a kiki, a kaka, coo coo coo. Like no, I ain't forget, and I ain't gonna let none of y'all forget either. The fuck, y'all might want to put some respect on my motherfucking name. Like I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to go on my rant because I'm driving and that shit just got me to thinking. Like I know y'all fucking lying. Like I just know y'all fucking lying. Like, what the fuck? And just food for thought. That man don't watch nan kid. Great dad. great, shows up when you need him to, all that, like, no problems. But he is not a babysitter. He is not fixing to stay with no kid. I'm sorry, he don't sit with mine, and that's why that shit was funny, because he's dead ass motherfucking serious. That's why it is funny, because he is dead ass serious. Like, and y'all really think it's funny. Like, that's why I don't like you internet people, for real, because y'all hype up like the dumbest shit, and then it be some real shit, and then somebody wrong. Like, that's just crazy to me. Like, what? I'm not with the bullshit.
So anyway, you say you're not with it, but you benefiting off of it and you profiting off of it. And what I can't stand is when they then turn on the internet people talking about the business that y'all putting out there when y'all need to be holding Blue accountable for getting y'all into this mess. But I think they all foolish and they all down for the shenanigans. Okay, they'll do anything for clout at this point. He's gonna always drag you, Chrisean, and the baby's not gonna make a difference. And I think he'll drag the baby too at this point. Seriously, I'm just so over the two of them, and I just wish they would just take it off the internet. All right, enough about those two. Jade and Alexis never really says much. Oh, sorry. Oh, here's the Cash App receipts we were talking about, which proves nothing. It proves nothing. Let me see if I can get it in focus. See? It just says payment yesterday, $1,000. Blueface is saying this very much. Shout out to her Toxic Tea Lounge for grabbing this. And go subscribe. I like her channel. Her and Flawless BBW. I like both of them. He's trying to say that she made a lot. She act like she made a lot of money in 8 months of fame and this and that. He basically gaslighting and trying to make excuses for her for not having to pay her. But at the end of the day, this is what I want to put out there, Naughty Crew. Why aren't you holding yourself accountable for not protecting yourself, sir? If you didn't want no kid, you ain't have to make one. You ain't have to put a baby in her. But I think he'd be so intoxicated. Eventually, you lose your marbles. Like, you lose all insight or whatever. So, like, why isn't anybody holding him accountable? Because you ain't have to keep boinging her. And after a while, and that's why that friends with benefit stuff does not work. Because after a while, somebody going to eventually catch feelings and they either going to get their feelings hurt or, I mean, it could come together. But, like, it's just too much. It's just too much. And I wish they all go to their corners and take a time out. It's time for a timeout. All right, you guys. So the other night was the Basketball Wives reunion. And I have to admit, I wasn't really into this season. Like, I've been kind of over the Basketball Wives and stuff like that. It just became very catty and petty and things like that. But the one basketball wife I really follow is Tammy Roman. I love Tammy. I love her. I love her glow up. I love her acting. And I follow her acting career. Like, she's on multiple shows. All right. She is booked and busy. And she got a few reality shows under her belt. So I just like how the way she walked away from the show, because she was tired of them picking on her, bullying her, constantly picking her apart and stuff like that. Her glow up was real. But I saw the reunion posting. I was like, you know what? Let me see. Because, like, the show is so redundant. I could get the gist of everything that's going on just from the reunion. Okay. And not much has changed. Sorry, my head wrap. Guys, I'm out of sorts. Not much has changed. Jackie is still Jackie, her narcissistic self, starting problems where it don't need to be. She always got to make everything about herself. And one of the highlights of the reunion, unfortunately, Brooke lost her daughter during the season. She was in a tragic car accident, and my heart goes out to her because I just know, like, it has to be hard to, like, put on all that pretty, because she was a good mother. She was a good mother.
And are told if you.
Oh, I want to get into that too. So let me see. Hold on. Make sure y'all hear that. Hey, boo. I'm glad you had safe travels. Here we go. We getting into basketball wise, the reunion. And I had stopped watching the show. The same reason why I stopped watching the other shows. This became non-productive, catty, women just picking at each other. It's just whack. And y'all all going through the same darn thing. Okay. All right. All your mans is cheating on y'all. Let's get into it. Okay.
You don't have anything else to be mad about or talk about. You make up. So it's just another waste of time to me. You want a flower? I'll send you a whole bouquet of flowers. I can't bring your daughter back. I can't bring back the fact that I didn't do what she wanted me to do. I mean,
so what she's talking about, Brooke confronted her on the reunion because she asked, like, why didn't you show up to Brooke's daughter's funeral or whatever? And so Jackie had all these gaslighting excuses. But here we go. I have the clip.
To be mad about or talk about, you make up. So it's just another waste of time to me. You want a flower? I'll send you a whole bouquet of flowers. I can't bring your daughter back. I can't bring back the fact that I didn't do what she wanted me to do. I mean, you shouldn't want to bring your daughter into a situation like this. If I lost my child, I probably wouldn't even be here.
I don't understand why Jackie can never take accountability. Doing all this explaining and fake tears, you're reaching and you're making it worse. So how are you feeling?
I literally, my heart felt like it's gonna jump out of my chest, and I'm still trembling.
I was so shocked because I'm like, is this really happening?
Don't have anything.
I'm gonna leave it like this.
I don't give a about you right here. I don't care about the period. Period. Apology, because it ain't real. How you gonna apologize, but you didn't know what to say then? Hold on. Wait. No, come on. Sitting right here. Yes, move. Yeah. Girl. I'm not moving. No, come on. This wasn't even something that I planned on addressing, but me sitting here listening to your bullshit story about friendship with Jen is the bullshit.
I said, I apologize, Brooke. I'm sorry you.
Your apology.
Move on your side. This is for your safety, please.
Girl, for whose safety?
Yours. No, it ain't for mine. No, for real. It ain't for mine. Get up, Brandy. I ain't worried.
Can we go
about
to
that
break?
because
Yeah, no, for real.
Yes, we're going to go to break, but I just wanted to hear this real fast because I think it's important. I think it's important for her to verbalize to
I do too.
Jackie. Wait a minute, Jackie, I need you to be quiet.
Okay.
Okay, so where do we go from here? Because we
don't
can't do
know.
anything about the past.
It just kind of made me take steps back because
I'm gonna leave it like this.
And she got the nerve to get aggressive with her. And Jackie was dead wrong. Because you can't sit up here and talk about friendship and this and that. You don't even show up for the girl losing her child. And she called her out on her mess, as she should. Okay. But Brooke has since responded. It looks like she's leaving the show. Here we go.
a generic text prior to my daughter passing away. Jackie was on my phone 2 to 3 times a week, talking to me, Kiki and sis, I love you, trying to start a podcast with me, trying to work on, other projects outside of the show to bring to the show. So did I consider Jackie my friend? Yes, very much so. Considered her my friend. So when my daughter passed away, her sending me a generic text, maybe it was wrong for me to expect more from her, but I definitely did. When you consider someone your friend, you expect certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what I would have done for her if she was in that situation, or how I would have been there for her. And it's not about her buying me a flower or flowers, doing anything other than being there for me. That's it. And if that was me expecting too much, then that's just what I did. Jackie sent me a big, and that's my fault for expecting more than what she was able to provide. So she never reached out to my cousin Tyler, besides the DM of her asking to be on the guest list to come to Kayla's service. And she didn't show up, nor did she DM her back to say that she wasn't going to show up. She sent the DM to Tyler asking to be on the guest list. And when we were at the reunion filming, which they didn't show, Jackie told me that she doesn't do funerals, which is fine. You didn't have to come to the funeral, nor did you have to DM Tyler asking to be put on the guest list. whatever. It wasn't so much of what she didn't do, it's how she went about things. So the generic text, like Jen wasn't able to show up to the service, but she sent me a text message that felt like a hug through the phone. She sent flowers. Even Malaysia sent text messages to me that felt like a hug through the phone. And that's my fault for expecting more than what she was able to. Felt like a friend that's comforting you. And I don't even have that type of relationship with her. So the relationship that I had with Jackie, I just felt like, if you can be in the middle of my marriage and trying to counsel me in my marriage and my husband, how come you can't be there for me when I have a loss of my daughter? So I'm done talking about it. I'm always gonna, stand 10 toes down on what I say and what I do. I'm always going to be respectful when it comes to my daughter's name and her legacy. So you guys make sure you check out K&B Inc. Life and check out what we're doing for her nonprofit. And I hope that you guys all have a beautiful day. And I hope that this was a little bit of clarity, because at this point, I'm really, really sick of the back and forth. I have no reason to lie. I posted my own text messages with her, DMs, all of that. Like, it is what it is. So, and I know.
Point blank, period. Jackie is a narcissist and an opportunist. And as soon as she can't get all the shine, that's why she don't like funerals. And sometimes, people, I don't like funerals either. Nobody does. But sometimes you got to show up as moral support. You got to put your stuff aside to be there sometimes for family and friends. Good morning, Erin. Appreciate you joining me. I just wanted to jump on here real quick. Y'all know I'm in the process of moving and packing and stuff like that. So I don't want my YouTubing to take a hit. I don't want to have to work through the algorithm, because we're finally making traction. I appreciate the support thus far. We're close to monetization and things like that. And Angela, I agree. At what age does all of this stop? I said the year 2023 is the year of accountability. And all these narcissists out here, you got to learn to be accountable for your actions. Sometimes that may mean like just taking the time to understand how you made a person feel in a moment, and that's why Jackie was so on the defense, because she knew she was wrong, but she can't admit it. And she always makes herself the villain, then the victim. That's been her pattern. So at what's the end game here? I don't feel sisterhood. I don't feel authentic friendships. I feel like most of these ladies hate each other. Sorry, except for Angel. She's got love for everybody, but Angel was barely in, but she suffered with some depression and things like that. But I don't think Angel here for the mess, like, because she's like, I'm a mother, I'm a businesswoman, and this and that. Like, she's the main one that promotes her business. Like, when she shoots, she's like in her shop. So I mean, these are some of the reasons, Naughty Crew, why I fell away from the show. Like, I just did not feel a sisterhood there. And I think and that's what I feel like about Atlanta Housewives. I'm so tired of them putting these implants, these outsiders on the show, and they think just because they watch the show they know a person, they come on the show trying to grudge up old stuff and create fake beefs and stuff like that, just like with Atlanta Housewives with Candy and Courtney. Like, I still don't get what Courtney beef was. Like, just shut up already. You look stupid. You look real stupid. All right. So another story that's trending, you guys. Let's move on from the nonsense. Robert De Niro, actor Robert De Niro. I love him. Okay. He revealed that he just had a baby at 79. He's now a dad at 7. What do you guys think? Bobby still reproducing. Okay, it was trending on the radio this morning. All right, this story. So I was like, I want to bring it to my naughty crew to see what y'all think. Do y'all think he's too old to keep reproducing, or do you feel like he's so well off that baby not gonna have to worry regardless whether he here or not? But to be almost 80 years old and still reproducing, oh my God, God bless him. Babies are blessings. So I don't think at this point like we should even care. Just wish him the best. That's it. And hope he's around for the good majority of that child's life so that that child will have a lasting memory of his father or her father. They didn't reveal the gender. But normally he could, I mean, maybe one time he had a messy moment with Jay-Z. Remember he approached Jay-Z because Jay-Z ain't call him back. He wanted Jay-Z to perform or something at one of his kids. Good morning, Nikwa, at one of his kids' birthdays or something, and Jay-Z never called him back, and he confronted him like, "What the f is wrong with you? You don't know how to call people back." He got real mob on Jay-Z. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta get with that. Oh, let me see what else is out here. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? I gave an update on the Chrisean Rock and Blueface fiasco. Okay. The baby mama now getting her clout, talking about, oh, I don't care about the sympathy thing because she ain't have sympathy for me and this and that and the other. Like, girl, bye. Y'all all stupid for dealing with this community D. All y'all sharing the same pain. Make it make sense. Oh, I appreciate y'all joining me. I'm sorry I had to jump on real quick on my iPad or whatever because I'm packing up, trying to get stuff together. We went to see a couple of places yesterday. One I really like, so we're in the process of doing the application and everything like that. It's just perfect, like the closet space, because that's the main thing I need, like closets and storage and things like that. And it has an office or whatever, which is big enough for me to create my YouTube studio along with my office for work. So that's dope. So fingers crossed, pray for me, you guys. Hopefully I get it. Because I want to be out of here on the 1st. I could be out of here by the 15th if you ask me. Seriously. Oh my God. Picture surface of Jen Shaw in prison, you guys. Look at her. Shout out to Queens of Bravo. All right. While the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City are currently in Bermuda on a cash trip, page 6 spotted in Jen Shaw in prison. She got a long sentence too, I think. Didn't she get like 12 years? I think she got like 12 years, Jen Shaw, right? Oh my God. And look, how they fuzz out the other inmate face and left hers open. They shady. Look, this is the work of a drone. I just found my drone in the closet when I was packing. Like, I really need to start using this thing because when I go to concerts and stuff, I could use it to record. To get up close for y'all. Oh. All right, we going to find. Oh, I want to end with a feel good story. Sorry, y'all. My allergies are crazy. And my daughter packed up the allergy medicine, so I got to find it. Oh, I love this. Jim Carrey. I love him. You want to know why? He'll never forget where he came from. So, shout out to images you won't see on TV. All right. So Jim Carrey said, brilliant black minds gave me a shot in Hollywood when none of the white guys, though I could connect or be a leading man. I got my first starring role, Ace Ventura, because of In Living Color. And I thought that was dope that he paid homage because a lot of people got their start on this show. You got Jamie Foxx that started on the show. Jennifer Lopez started out as a dancer. Rosie Perez, okay? David Alec Greer. So many stars came of In Living Color. And I thought that was dope that he paid homage to them. Like come on. They did their thing. He's one of my favorites too. I love him. Ooh. All right, so Cocktails with Queens. They had something to say about the Chris Brown and Usher alleged situation. Here we go.
You gotta chill.
Let's go. Why
You gotta chill. Why you gotta chill? What if he felt just like what he said? F her. What if he felt like that? And
you don't need to say
that to his friend. What I don't like about it is that every time we bring up his name, not us, but every time his name is brought up, that he always get automatically blamed because he is that way. We know him to be that. So it gotta be him. That's what I don't like when people have that kind of stigma, because I got that. It's quick for you to think that, oh, well, Lisa Ray would have did that, or Lisa Ray said that. And I don't like that, because that very next time, it could have been very different. But you blame me because of my past.
But if you have two incidents in one weekend, like, again, we're playing, like, come on. If I have two incidents in one weekend, I go, come on, y'all judge me for stuff I did 8 years ago, but I did two of those things this weekend that were both caught on audio.
What time you gotta chill? Why you gotta chill? Things. What was the one?
There was two arguments that were caught on video where he was like out of pocket. I'm just saying, you're right. There could be more to it, and there usually is, right? But when you know, like, because you know that someone said that stuff about you, or someone said something about me, or there we go, Selena. We have to be extra careful to not give anyone anything. Like, because they be like, look, there she is. You may be in the total right about something, but you're going to get blamed because of your past. And that's just the way life is. We can't change that. You know what I mean? Like, it's unfortunate that he's going to be always looking through that lens.
Things. What was the one?
What y'all think? What you think about their perspectives? Y'all agree with Lisa Ray, or do you agree with Claudia Jordan? Let me know. Y'all agree with Lisa Ray and what she's saying? Like, is it okay for him to be like, F her? Because that's the way he feel? Or do y'all think Usher was to blame? Like, why you invite her anyway? Oh, you agree with Claudia? Okay, Niqua. Because it's just like, when does it stop? Like, why so many explosions around you all the time? And it just kind of feels like you've never learned your lesson, right? They both have good points. I get Lisa Ray point too. Because for Usher and Chris Brown to be as close as they are, Usher knew that Chris wasn't messing with Tiana, right? So maybe it was just messy on his part. Or maybe he was trying to play like some sort of peacemaker and extend an olive branch. And he probably would have thought that, you know, Chris would have been in a good mood because it's his birthday and stuff like that. But you thought wrong, because you know Chris be on that stuff, allegedly. And that type of meeting, Tiana and Chris Brown, should have happened outside of like that day, prior to the event or after. You know what I mean? Like, that's a one-on-one conversation. They need some healing. What part didn't you think about, Niqua? It's kind of chilly in my office. But Chris, it's time for Chris to grow up. Like, It's like, stop it. Stop it. We should not be ending up in fights. Seriously. Nobody harmed him. Look, we don't know what went on once Usher intervened, but with him being a hothead, they should have just let him go. He did try to walk away. Yeah, him dusting his nose off. Yeah, so when people be on that stuff, it causes them to be real erratic. I'm starting, and they may not react the same way as if they were sober. I feel the same, and I thought he was there when he was on Drink Champs and stuff like that, and then I started noticing him, doing more with his kids and stuff like that, and working on his craft or whatever. But Chris, unfortunately, years ago, you violated someone or whatever, and you are not letting the world forget. I mean, because even after that incident, there was more incidents. Okay, you throwing windows, throwing chairs out the window, like the temper tantrums. It's the same behavior. Then let's not forget Carucci when they broke up. That was a whole debacle. She had to get like a permanent restraining order on him. He was like straight stalking her. All right, and it's been other allegations, and every time I try to forgive you, Chris, like something else happened, and it's just like something's got to give at this point. And there's nothing wrong with saying you need help to work on yourself. Seriously, you got all that money, you got the resources, use it. You got the resources, use it, get the help. Oh gosh. So yeah, I mean, I think both ladies have points. And you know what? One thing I could say, he may have said all of that, and it was wrong for him to, call Tiana the B word and this and that or whatever. He could have said, I don't F with her, and kept it moving. But he kept it moving. He left the party. Yes, child, because they got access to more now. You got the lean that they be doing, okay? They got access to so much more. Hold on, guys. I'm logging in. It's time for me to clock into the plantation. Which I don't even feel like working, but I have to. You know how you feel like you just got so much to do? It's not enough hours in a day. But you know what? I've been making sure I take my butt to bed at night. Making sure I get adequate rest. Because I already feel soreness in my body from packing and stuff like that. Hey, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We just reviewed some trending topics. I gave an update on... Hold on one second. I just feel like my... One second, y'all. I gotta call my daughter real quick before she leaves for work. I don't know what her schedule is today. All right, that must be her in the shower. So yeah, we got into Jaden Alexis response to the whole Blueface Chrisean back and forth. Like now he don't want her to have. He basically trying to gaslight her into deleting the child. Basically, he basically like Either get rid of it or you on your own. You want to know why? Because he still want her to work. And he know once that baby comes, she not gonna be able to go hard like she is. But don't you guys notice, like, all these new artists in her category, the promotion that they get, the teams that they have behind them. Coi Leray, she blowing up. I like her. Ice Spice, she blowing up. I'm just trying to see what the big pizzazz. But Scarlett, all right, all these artists and Chrisean only got one song that she been rocking for 2 years, and she show up to the bookings performing It's a Vibe all the time. It's whack. Like it needs to be more development. And this is why you should not sleep, mix business and personal. Seriously. Because the lines get blurred. And now she talking about she not leaving until she get her money or whatever. Hi, why you don't have access to your money on some real? Like, I'm chin checking her on that. Like, you real stupid for that. And that's what your brother meant. Like, stop giving him all your money. Like, the problem with Chrisean is she worships him. She idolizes him. And if she really into her Bible the way she is, she not listening to her. She not comprehending what that Bible is telling her. Hey, Juice. She is not comprehending what her Bible is telling her. She worships, she put everything into him to the point she giving her money to him. And she working for that money. If I'm working that hard for my check, it's no way I'm just handing my money over to a man. I'm sorry. And he's not my husband. See, that's what happened when these kids, these young folks, they be out here playing house, pretending. They want to do everything like they married, but besides make it really official. They want to have the kids outside of wedlock. That's stupid. The marriage is a protection for the children. I believe in marriage. I believe in marriage. I do. Me and my first daughter's father, we got married. Now my youngest daughter, that came out of a long-term relationship. Like, we were together for like 5 years. And actually we had broken up, and a week later I found out I was pregnant. That's the way life takes you. Life just keeps lifing, okay? Hey, Juice. It is. That's exactly what it is. It's a transactional relationship. She is his bottom, and his mother said she was. His mother said that was his bottom, and that's how he treat her. He called her outside of her name, and Chrisean refuses to believe it. She see when the camera off, she claimed, "Oh, he said this, he said that." It don't matter. Look how he treats you publicly. He devalues you on a regular basis, and you stand for it. You've been standing for it, and that's why he treats you the way you do. But you don't recognize what your place is. You just a worker, hun. You a worker. That's all you are. And you not fun no more now that you got that baby. That's why he want to get rid of you. You no more fun. See, you was his homie. Y'all ship a little something, smoke on a little something. Y'all get high, and y'all end up falling in the bed together. Okay, that's all it was. You was just fun. And now that baby is coming, it's real now. Like, he don't want you no more. He been didn't want you, but you refuse to accept it. You refuse to accept it. And that baby, and that's the one thing Blueface said that was right. That baby is going to slow Chrisean down. She's not going to be able to be out in the clubs popping in whenever she wants to. She can't be on baddies fighting. And that's what caused the beef, because he started picking her brain like, where do you want this to go or whatever? Because Blueface really don't want that baby with her. He don't. He been saying that. But on the other hand, I have to hold him accountable as well, because if you didn't want any children with her, why didn't you protect yourself, sir? It goes both ways. It goes both ways. And the moment you went up in there without protection, We all know the birds and the bees conversation, okay? So let's not play dumb, sir. This is just as much your fault as it is hers. Y'all both were irresponsible. Both of y'all. No, I don't think so either. I don't even think they can handle a child. I really feel for this baby. I really do. I see the way she treats her dog. Soon as she mad at Blue, she treat the dog bad. What's gonna happen with a baby? Period. Period, Nikwa. And I'm so tired of people normalizing men bed hopping and spreading their seed irresponsibly everywhere. They need to be held accountable. Seriously, Nick Cannon disgusts me. Period. I just seen a story where he said, "Oh, he determines which child he goes to see by who calls him first." Ridiculous. You got so many kids. You know what I mean? That you it's not enough hours in the day. Unless they all live in one place, like polygamous families do, it's not enough hours in a day. And even those fathers, polygamous fathers, they're absentee dads half the time because they got to provide for all those mouths. Oh, Niqua, thank you. Thank you for joining me all the time. I appreciate you all. And I'm doing the best I can in my circumstances. Y'all know I'm packing up and trying to move on to the next house or whatever. But we gonna make it happen. Sorry. I believe I believe this is because I've been wanting to move and I kind of delayed it to the end of the summer because there was some things I wanted to work on or whatever, and then start the moving process. But God said no, now's the time for you to go. You gotta go now. And so I listened. Okay. And we got into gear and we pretty much got the house pretty much packed up, and it was my goal to have everything packed up by this week. But we don't have that much to go. Right now I'm just we like today we're gonna be putting out all the bulk stuff and everything on the curve so that they could come get that last stuff. I'm not taking a bunch of baggage with me. Like if I haven't used it in a year or worn it in a year, I'm getting rid of it, giving it away, this and that. Also, I have my donation pile and things like that so that, maybe somebody can benefit from what I couldn't use. I know. Nico's crazy. Thank you, Aaron. God's plan for sure. Yeah, they all need to be neutered, all of them. And you know what it is? This is irresponsible. Sex. Seriously, the youth are reckless with it. They don't even require relationships. They do it for sport. And I'm telling you, the friends with benefit stuff never works out. Always somebody ends up catching feelings eventually. If you're in it long enough, somebody's gonna eventually catch feelings. Seriously, and our young ladies need to value themselves more. Like you do not have to settle for a friends with benefits situation, and nor should you think that being in a friends with benefits situation is going to necessarily turn into relationships. See, a lot of people get into it like I'm gonna change him. He gonna think I'm so good. He ain't gonna want to be without me. But a lot of times that's gaslighting situations. You know what I'm saying? So like if somebody told me, "Oh, I just want friends with benefits, whatever," now I'll just be like, "No thanks, no thanks. I don't do that for sport. That is for a committed situation where I know what's going on with that person and things like that. They don't even like figure out like what's the person past, what's the person's genetics and things like that. Like all this stuff matters when it comes to having children. It's true though. But it's just irresponsible, and that's why I like to talk. They do, Jews. They need to value themselves more at this point. Like it's just ridiculous because all you end up is with a kid in tears and heartbroken, and forever his side chick. Because you know the young people think once they have a baby that give you a limited access. Like no, no. But they don't have any standards anymore. They believe in they fall in love with the delusion instead of with the facts. You know, when a person show you who they are, believe them. And Blueface has been showing Chrisean. And you know what? She don't even have to be here. She chooses to be there. But I talk about it because I know a lot of people, they don't like talking about it. They sick of them and this and that. I talk about it because there is lessons for our youth in this. You know what I mean? You can have a healthy situation. You just have to find a partner that wants the same thing and you have the same goals. They align. Yep. Exactly. And look, I'm coming from experience. I had my own journey where I had to figure out my value and my worth again. So I'm not speaking like this off the top of my head being judgmental. I'm speaking from experience and what I've been through in life. And I'm not ashamed of it. You know, I talk openly about it or whatever. I have not been perfect and things like that. And it took a lot of years to get to this place or whatever, but I had to begin to do the work on myself and value myself. And I had to go back to my childhood. I had to figure out my pathology, like why I was the way I was, why I made the decisions the way I did. And it came a lot from my upbringing. That is so true, Niqua. Every time you lay down with someone, a piece of you, piece of your soul, you giving that away. And don't forget, you are inviting any energy that person laid with people prior. You know what I mean? The prior encounters. So if you have someone that does not value themselves and they okay to sleeping with anybody, no connection, no nothing, or whatever, they don't love themselves, so they not gonna love you. So they don't care if they spread this to you. You know what I mean? They don't care because they don't even care about themselves. They don't care. They just don't care. And that's what I had to learn, like, from my marriage. You know, I had to realize my ex-husband, he just did not love himself. So how could he possibly love me? He didn't care anything about himself. I like that, Yvette. Men are outer parts and women are inner souls. I like that. I like that. But you know what? We got to have open conversations about this. Like, and we got to be inviting. Like, I'm not judging Chrisean. She's young. She's making her mistakes. These are her lessons to learn. You understand? But what I can't stand about the whole situation is they get mad when we talk about it, but you put it out there. So you open that door for other opinions. And you do care. So, because that's why you jump on every single time. But they was dragging her in the comments because ain't no way you talking about she only made $50,000 from baddies, y'all. Ain't no way I made $50,000 and I'm breaking piggy banks. And all she got is 10,000 in there. Girl, bye. That's not no money. And that ain't enough to take it. That's not enough to raise a kid. She's just she has a very immature way of processing and thinking. Exactly. You have to. And that's the problem. She don't have nobody to hold her accountable. You want to know why? She the breadwinner. So her family not going to really hold her. Well, I'm not going to say that because when she was first there, they was speaking out like, come home. Come home, Chrisean. You don't deserve that. This and that. So I'm not going to say that about the family. You know what I'm saying? But like her mom and things like that. No, $10,000 is not much money. It's like $1,000 now. I can blow 10,000 in like 5 minutes with my taste. But she wants to hold on to the fact, like, I'm the money maker. No, you're the fool supporting his two other children and his baby mother. But she thinks she coming up. She thinks she coming up. And she want a baby so bad. And you know what Blue said? I'm not trying to tell her to get the A for me. I want her to get it for herself. If that's not the most pimping, oh my God. For 1 second, I thought that was what was that pimp? Slim something back in the day. Oh boy. Exactly. No, you know what, Nico? He been telling the truth the whole time. That's one thing I'll give him. She just don't want to see it. She don't want to believe it. She thinks she gonna make it into what she wants. And you know what I think the biggest thing is right now for her? She's sober. So she really got to deal with her feelings. She can't numb it. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's sneaking behind the scenes, dibbing and dabbing. I wouldn't put it past her. She's just irresponsible like that. Hey, Fifi, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, guys, we also got into Robert Dinero. He announced at 79 that he just had his seventh child. What the P. Diddy is going on? Nah, do y'all feel like he too old to be reproducing, or the child won't be okay for life? Let me know what y'all think. But I love Robert De Niro. Bobby looking good, okay? Oh my God, this girl going this far, you guys. See, as soon as you get on the gram, Lil Meech from BMF, yeah, he's dating Summer Walker, and so all the troll groupies are coming out. All the troll groupies are coming out, and I thought this girl would stop with the text. No, now she's getting on podcasts. Like, oh my God, child, it's ridiculous. People will do anything for clout. Remember, I told you that. But I think I can't. It looked like Brat ready to bust, right? We're gonna be doing our recap of the Brat Loves Judy this week. I'm gonna try to do it Thursday because I gotta be out Friday. Yeah, Bobby's looking good. Okay, he probably eats off a private chef and all that good stuff. There it goes. Yeah, what do y'all think about him having a child at 79? I'm with Aaron. I think all children are blessings. Yes, ma'am. I think all children are blessings. I think what the question is his age. Like, is he really going to see the child through adulthood? You know what I mean? He's almost 80 years old. But, I mean, obviously he's in decent health. He's still reproducing. Nico said Robin needs to go sit down. Oh, my grandmother old say. I love it. Yeah, now all people saying Dallas say I may go to Jack's court date for real, girl. I would love to see it. You gotta go. You gotta go live. Yeah, I'm not a real I'm kind of enjoying the break from Jag. I really am. I hope she get help ultimately, you know what I'm saying? But she the type of person, she's so hard headed or whatever, she can't never be wrong or held accountable. So yeah. So let me see. Oh, enjoy the rest of your day, Vet. I'm about to end because my iPad about to die. I done ran it up today. And just know I appreciate y'all bearing with me with my equipment and my echoes and everything because my walls are bare now. You probably should be able to. I'm telling you, it'll get a lot of views too. Like we could go live together if you let me know what time you want to be there. Cause see, look, I'm not into the every second of the day Jag updates. Okay, I know she got transported finally. Okay, she know what's right. Jag in there playing games too. She doing the same thing. Yes, please, thank you. Jaguar, right? Sorry, Aaron. The YouTube beast. Yeah, Jaguar, right? See, the YouTube street's been quiet. So I'm enjoying the peace and quiet because as soon as she come out, she gonna go back to the same old things. Some things just don't change. Some people just do not want to be held accountable for their behavior. So I'm about to get out of here. We about an hour. I'm about to get out of here. I appreciate you all joining me today. And to all my haters.
And I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I love y'all too. So please remember to hit that like, subscribe, and that bell button so that you can be notified when I update content to my channel. And also, please share my content on your different social media platforms. I appreciate you all bearing with me because I know I look crazy, but I'm tired. You all, moving is a lot or whatever. So I appreciate it. Until next time, Naughty Crew, I'm out. 1.